Welcome back to my channel. It is time to grab a cup of something warm and we're gonna have a really relaxing next 20 minutes together. Today was super rainy and cozy, so I thought I would share my cleaning motivation along with having a really good chat about cleaning and anxiety. So come along and let's clean together. It doesn't matter how long your to-do list is today, make sure you wake up slowly and have that time for yourself. I like to have some quiet time, sip my coffee, read my devotional, and I'm also reading Harry Potter this summer. So wake up slowly so that you can start the rest of your day on the right foot. We are actually going to start at the back of my house and work our way forward, tackling each room one by one. So there's a lot of different ways we can talk about cleaning and anxiety, but I know some people have anxiety when it comes to cleaning itself. So here are just a couple of tips for trying to combat that. I try my best to just look at one room at a time or one project at a time so I don't get overwhelmed. For example, if I went into this back bar area and started picking up everything that wasn't supposed to be there and put them back to all of their rooms, it would take me so long, and I know I would just get distracted and overwhelmed by every room that I went back into. So when I'm decluttering a room, I just leave all of the items at the door of that room and I will deal with it once I'm finished cleaning. It's also a good idea to bring everything that you are going to need to clean a room with you when you first start cleaning. That way you're not running back and forth to the laundry room or under the sink or trying to locate every tool that you might need or every product that you might need to clean something. And it's also important to manage your time properly. Doing all your cleaning in 2 hours is maybe just not realistic, and that's going to end up being a very stressful clean. And if you want to have a little bit more relaxation as you're cleaning, make sure you have enough time. And if you don't have enough time, then pick a couple of rooms that really need the clean, or even choose how you clean. So maybe don't deep clean and do all the baseboards like I am here. Maybe just do vacuuming and dusting. So again, if you are having anxiety when it comes to getting cleaning done or managing your house, try to look at cleaning differently. Sometimes I get overwhelmed too, but I just have to change my frame of mind. How lucky am I that I have a home to clean? How lucky am I that I have someone to share it with me and make a horrible mess in the kitchen after cooking me a meal? So it's about reframing how you think in order to not look at it as a burden, but actually quite the gift that you get to have a home to call yours, to make nice and comforting for yourself and for your family. Practical things you can do to help manage your stress when it comes to getting your cleaning done is by having a set schedule and lists. So I have these templates on my Instagram, and I like to do a daily template every single day. So there's 7 things I think on that list. And if you do those 7 things every day, your house is never actually going to get out of control. And that daily template only takes me about a half an hour to complete. And also, if you're doing your weekly deep clean and it just seems a little daunting or overwhelming, try to make it an experience. Light a candle, put on a podcast, dim the lights, whatever you need to do to make it a relaxing activity and not a chore or a stress. As I continue to move from one side of the house to the other, we're moving on to the next room, which is the office, and I'm just giving the bookshelf a quick reorganization and wiping down all the shelves while I'm at it before I finally put away my Disney castle puzzle that I got for my birthday. It was a quarantine birthday, but it is time for it to go back in the games cupboard until another time. But while we're in the office, let's talk about cleaning to help anxiety, because this is the main reason why I started my AfterTap Instagram account, which if you aren't following me on there, I'll leave it up on the screen and in the description below. But this channel actually did start on Instagram as a way of me to help deal with my anxiety. I have several jobs and get overwhelmed, and the best way for me to kind of unplug and relax at the end of the day is not to put on the TV. It's to unwind by being productive and seeing that sense of control in my own home. So I started doing tap to clean photos. So if you don't know what a tap to clean photo is, you take a picture of your huge mess, you clean it up, and then you post the after photo, and it is so satisfying for you and for everyone else. So if you ever do that, please tag at AfterTap on Instagram, because I love seeing these. So when I started doing the tap to cleans, I was actually using my personal Instagram, but every time I would post one, I would get a dozen messages about how satisfying it was. And I realized that it's satisfying for me and keeps me accountable to actually clean up my mess, but it's also satisfying for other people and kind of provides a sense of calmness when social media can be such a busy place. But yeah, that's just how I wanted to start sharing my love of cleaning and how it has helped me. Okay, we've got room 1 done, room 2 done, room 3 done, and room 4 is done and drying. But does anyone else, when they clean, end up having this follow them? Just like garbage bag, dirty dishes, recycling, a whole bunch of used cloths, everything. So I really do think that if you do have a proper cleaning routine and approach it with the right mindset, it could be a super effective way for you to deal with anxiety, depression, a lack of motivation, anything like that. Mind you, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but from my personal experience, it has just been a game changer. Let me know in the comments below if you also are obsessed with rainy days. I just find them so relaxing, and I was really curious when I was recording this that I looked up why it is that we find snowy or rainy days super relaxing. And it is because of the white noise that is produced with rain or with snow hitting the window, and also the light. So it being a bit duller, it's almost like we give ourselves an excuse to unwind and to do something for ourselves instead of being go, go, go all the time. So that's kind of the science behind it. I will link the Vice article that I read below if you are interested in learning more about that. But I just thought it was really interesting that both rain and cleaning together are two things proven by psychologists to help with anxiety. So if you can clean on a rainy day, you're getting twice of the relaxation. So maybe give that a go. And plus, especially in the summer, I know you don't want to be cleaning on your nice sunny day when you can be out enjoying the weather. So I've had a lot of questions about why do I like cleaning, and I hope that I've already kind of explained this, but I haven't always been so in love with cleaning or used it as a method to deal with my anxiety. I actually started cleaning just after university in my first apartment. At the time, I was in a very emotionally abusive relationship, and one where home did not feel comforting, but I tried to make it feel comforting. So I would have a lot of weekends by myself. This person I was with tended to disappear for spans of time. So instead of having anxiety to go home and maybe, not find him there or be surprised that he's again missing, I would translate that into, I'm going to make this my safe haven and my home and really take ownership over it and make it somewhere I want to be. So that's how it kind of started, and I would try to ease my mind by cleaning. And then that's kind of how my love of it started. And then I started getting into trying different products, and I don't know, it just kind of grew from there. I really do think that your environment has such a big impact on who you are as a person and how you respond to situations. So if you are in an unhealthy environment and you are trying to take control back of that environment, maybe start with this. I obviously needed to leave that relationship, that apartment, everything like that. But if I'm being honest, and it's cheesy as it sounds, cleaning kind of helped me realize the type of life I wanted to create and how that wasn't going to be in that situation. So I really do suggest that you focus on who you bring into your home and what you allow in your home, and how you treat your home is a really good reflection of how you treat the relationships in your home. So that's just my 2 cents about it, but I just think it's so important that you have that safe place, and you can create it anywhere you are. You just have to really set those boundaries and expectations for anybody walking into the door about what you accept in your home and what you don't. I saved the biggest, dirtiest room for last. And look, the sun is peeking out now. Let's finish off strong and do the living room, living room, kitchen, and dining room. Here we go. Going back to if you have anxiety when it comes to actually tackling your to-do list, you'll notice I saved the biggest room in our home and the most used room, so therefore the messiest room of our home, to the very, very end. This is just a good way to feel like I've already accomplished a lot, and now I have the confidence that, hey, you know what, it's just another room. I've already done 6 rooms or whatever we've done thus far in the video, and now I can tackle this one. And at the end of this room, I get to stop, relax, read a book, whatever your reward is, have a drink, have a glass of wine, anything like that. So that's just a quick little tip. If you do find yourself getting overwhelmed, feel free to save your least favorite room or the messiest room to the very end. And also, you could try throwing in a load of laundry to kickstart your cleaning routine, because immediately after throwing in a load of laundry, I'm not sure why this works, but it just starts a cycle where you've already accomplished something and you just feel that motivation, at least I do, you feel that motivation and momentum to just keep going. So those are 2 quick tips for you if you're still finding cleaning more stressful than it is relaxing. much for spending the last 20 minutes with me. I really do appreciate it and loved getting to share a little bit more of my cleaning story. But I do want you to know, if you are struggling with anxiety or depression, that you are not alone, and I'll leave some professional resources below if you need to reach out to anybody. But I do hope cleaning can be just one tool that you use to help make yourself feel accomplished and reduce some of that stress and burden. But thank you so much and have a beautiful day.